at the World Cyber Games 2004 from San Francisco. You're tuned in to Tosspot Radio ITG. Let's just give you a little roundup of what we have already seen today. Earlier on in the day, we saw Uzbekistan against the United States. And, no, in fact, we didn't. That game was switched around. We saw Russia going up against France, with Russia coming out on top. Then we saw Finlandia getting taken down by France, as well as Hong Kong getting the better of Chile. And now we're going to see Czech Republic going up against Romania. Remember, later on, we've got Ukraine up against Denmark, Four Kings Kaj going up against Geshot. And we have started this matchup right now. Here we go. We've got the Acolytes spawning up summoning a Crypt, summoning an Altar of Darkness, as well as a Ziggurat. And here comes the mighty Bulgarian cheer. Fantastic. They're ever present. And here the peasants now getting things built up on getting the Altar of Kings built up as well. And we're just waiting on them to be constructed as the PA goes out really loud. Now we have the Altar of Darkness being constructed now. What are we going to see first? We are going to see a Death Knight first up, and then over at the Altar of Kings, what are we likely to see being built here? An Archmage wouldn't surprise me. Yes, it is an Archmage. Out go the Scouts. It looks like it's going to be a Militia, as usual. Militia going on out now to take a look around the map, find out where the enemy has set up. Both two teams are on opposite sides of the map. We have a Ghoul going out to check that out from Giacomo, and it looks like Bird has gone straight across the middle of the map. Perhaps he has a hunch that he is right on the opposite side. Well, the Ghoul and the Militia are going to come up against one another. They've just gone past the tavern right in the center of the map here, and as they do so, I'm not sure whether either of them were paying attention to one another, but here they go. The Ghoul is going to make his way into the base, as is Bird's Peasant, which is now leveled down from Militia, making his way on in. As he makes his way towards the base, he's backed away. He knows the base is there. He's going to go towards the wood. As he backs away, we have the Ghoul going in, but we have two footmen waiting there for him, and that Ghoul undecided as to where he wants to go. More footmen rising there. We have 5 footmen, and we have a Water Elemental. The Ghoul is going to get involved in a battle that he will not win, and we're going to take on the Giant Sea Turtles, and we're going to take on the Turtle Hatchlings as well. Creeping going on here by the Archmage, getting himself up to level 1 and now and a half, and there's just one Sea Turtle Hatchling left alive. That Ghoul still getting involved in this battle. That Hatchling not been dispatched of yet, and now down it goes. We have got the Archmage up to level 1 and 2/3, and as we back away, that Water Elemental is just going to dispatch of the Ghoul, which one of the Ghouls has actually gone back through the tavern now. Looking down on the bottom-hand side of the map, we have that Death Knight and its Skeleton Warrior making its way near to that Water Elemental. Are they going to play on the defense? Are they going to play on the base of TEG Bird, or are they going to give chase? That looks like what they're going to do. The Water Elemental is taking a few pot shots and the Death Knight, and as they do so, back come the footmen, and that Death Knight is going to back away. And welcome to those just joining us on the live stream. You're tuned into Tosspot Radio ITG with Warcraft 3. It's TEG Bird going up against Giacomo from Clan ACT. It is the mighty Czech Republic going up against Romania. And as they do so, they take a few shots off at that Death Knight now. Back up to about 450 HP. Moving around, we got some more forces joining the fight. Bird's footman going up, straight up towards the Giant Sea Turtle, backing away from the Sea Turtle Hatchling, because here comes the Death Knight with his Ghouls. And as they do so, the Giant Sea Turtle takes offense and is moving straight across towards them. As he does so, we have a Creepjack going on in as the Archmage moves towards the Sea Turtle. They do so. We have skeleton minions in as well. We have the Death Knight backing away. Still that Sea Turtle Hatchling lives. And still, he is undiscriminatory about who he shoots at. Taking it towards the Water Elemental now. TEG Bird's Archmage taking a few shots off it now. The Death Knight is still there as well, as are the Ghouls. Backing away. We have that footman moving away from the battle. Now it's going to be the Archmage that's going to slaughter that little Hatchling down, and the Hatchling falls, and it's going to be the Death Knight, I believe, that jumped in with that frag. And now that Death Knight, though, down to about 90 HP, going back for a battle that I don't think it could possibly win. It takes a few shots, goes down, and it's still up and running just. It's going to move back into the base, but if the Water Elemental and Archmage combine, they could damage it severely. It's going to be down to about 13 HP. Will that shot kill it? Yes, it will! One final shot from the Archmage, down to Death Knight, and that is going to be advantage to the Archmage and to TEG Bird, with his Archmage now up to level 2. Press home the advantage. Move in on the Ghouls. Stop them from being able to recover that Death Knight. That's what you must do. Don't back away and creep. no team seems to be playing the advantage enough, in my opinion. Now, as they back away, they're going to move up to the Halls of the Dead. So there's no way that his economy is going to be strong enough to revive that Death Knight, because he's upgrading to the Halls of the Dead. Now that is going to be causing him big problems. He's going to be no hero for at least another minute. And while he's doing that, TG Bird is just backing away to his base. In my opinion, he's making the wrong choice here. If he were to go in, if he were to press his own advantage, then he would be able to take this game. He would be able to win it in record time. The Ghouls pushing on out from their base. There's nothing left to defend that base. They could put it to the slaughterhouse, but they're not doing so. They're now reviving the Death Knight, and it looks like the advantage has been lost. Now the Ghouls circling around the Sea Turtles. There must be 8 or 9 of these Ghouls. We've got a giant, we've got Sea Turtles here. 1 level 7, 2 level 4. One of the giant Sea Turtles is going to get wiped down any second now. One more swipe and it is gone. There it goes. More. Here comes that revived Death Knight straight into the action, taking down the last of the giant Sea Turtles here. It's a Gargodian Sea Turtle, and it is going to be ambushed by these phenomenal Ghouls and the Death Knight here. Slayed it shall be, and it is about running out of life here, and it's going to get 1 Ghoul for its trouble, but other than that, it has been taken down, and the Death Knight is going to claim victory over that body. Now, another Sea Turtle goes down. We have the mana healing going back up, and as they move back around, we have the Archmage pushing himself back towards the center of the map. Looking up to the top right-hand side, we have got some creepy going on. We've got some Ogre Warriors, as well as some Forest Trolls, taking damage from the now level 3 Death Knight and his Ghouls. Some of the Ghouls losing out there. The Death Knight is backing away from the battle, not 100% sure why. The Ghouls are taking a heavy beating here. We have 2 of them down at about 50%, 2 of them still up at full, but one of the Ogre Maggies, Ogre Warriors, is going to destroy one of those Ghouls, and another one of the Ghouls is dangerously low to being destroyed. They have taken down one of them, though, and it's just a Forest Troll left alive up at this top right-hand side of the map. The Death Knight has backed away and is now going to look around, scout the map, see if there's an Ogre Warrior up there. I guess he was scouting for a fast expansion. We have another hero being constructed here. We have got the Bird has picked himself up, a Mountain King. He's going to unite that with the Archmage in the middle of the map. They're going to make their way into the very center of the map, where it looks like they're going to go for a Town Hall construction. That they are. It's in a very unobvious place there. And as they do so, the Death Knight has spotted this, and he's going to take his action towards the peasants, but the Archmage is going to chase it down. Right in the center of the map, we have an expansion plan. But the question is, will it work out? Death Knight takes down one of the peasants, getting a lot of fire back, though, from the Archmage and from the footman. Town portals back out of there right as they surround him. He will take one final swoop before he gets out of there. That Town Hall is up, and the peasants are doing their job. And we have an Arcane Vault up, as well as an Arcane Sanctum. Order of Kings up, as we're still at the keep stage here, not gone for the castle yet. Blacksmith is up as well, or looking around the base barracks, training up a few riflemen now. Back across to the base of the undead, that is Giacomo. We have a Black Citadel finally being constructed now. He has upgraded to the Black Citadel, and looking around, he's also got the slaughterhouse up, going to be building an obsidian statue, as well as the what am I on about? As well as the Tomb of Relics, which is constructed as well. Now, right in the center of the map, near the tavern, we have the battle continuing. We have Giacomo pushing on in around the tavern with about an army of 10 or 9 Ghouls there, chasing down these footmen and riflemen, and we have the Lich as well, which has spawned up, level 1 Lich, taking on one of these footmen here, which has taken a fair bit of a beating here from both units, but the Death Knight is down to about 120 HP, backed away from the battle, not going to be chased this time. He's already fallen once. The Lich, though, is taking damage from the footman. But can the footman surround that Lich and finish it off? Well, here comes the Death Knight back into the battle, still only at about 150 HP. That Death Knight has fallen for the second time in this match, and now it's just the Lich that is left alive, and if they can press home the advantage rather than town portaling, they can get this game tied up right at this stage. Why they town portal, I'll never know, because there was just a Lich left to be destroyed with. Now, that Lich has pushed on with the Ghouls and Skeleton minions on towards the construction of an Arcane Tower, which has now been destroyed, and now they're going to take offense to the presence of a town hall right in the very center of the map. Looking at it, we're probably going to see a revival of the no, going for a Crypt Lord construction rather than reviving the Death Knight. Interesting choice there. And now the Archmage with his Water Elemental and Priests are going to make a push down into the center of the map to try and protect what is left of the Town Hall, which has been left alone, as the Lich runs away from the Riflemen and Priests and Sorceresses that have come his way. Now, the Lich with an Obsidian statue and 3 or 4, in fact 8 Ghouls, going to make their way back towards the base, where the Crypt Lord will be spawning any minute now. That Crypt Lord finally been constructed, and we have the level 3 Death Knight being revived, sorry. That Crypt Lord is up. We have 3 heroes. I think that the opportunity for the pink army of TEG Bird has passed. I think the Romanian had an opportunity to win this game outright at a very early stage. However, lost that momentum, and now is facing an army of 3 heroes. Giacomo with both a Crypt Lord, a Lynch, and is reviving the level 3 Death Knight. But we will see. The fast expansion is still up and operational. Looking around, we have Sorcerers and Riflemen still moving around the map. As they do so, they push back. They've also pulled up a Mountain King there as well, and they're going through the center of the map. Where are they going to make their way towards? Are they going to go for the creeping, or are they just going to make their way towards the base? They spawn up a Water Elemental who is about to take a challenge on the giant Sea Turtles. They're all going to go for the giant Sea Turtles. The Water Elemental takes the forefront of the damage. The Riflemen take long shots off there with the Sorceress and the Priest as well. The Archmage is on the very backhand side of the battle, and that giant Sea Turtle, the Guardian Sea Turtle, is going to come out of his lure and is going to be taken down here by some Riflemen. In fact, the Riflemen are backing away from the battle here. Sea Turtle's given slow chase, but it surprises me that that is happening, and they're not going to finish off what they started. Now, that Sea Turtle takes a lot of damage getting blocked off by the other Sea Turtle. We have one of the Mountain King there going straight up towards him. One of the Sea Turtles is going to fall now. They have just 2 left to fall. Switching his units in and out here. Nice macro work there. That giant Sea Turtle is about to be decimated here by the full front of the pink army, and he's getting taken down here. TEG Bird leveling up his units. You have the Archmage just about on level 4, as well as having the Mountain King on level 2. Down goes that one. There's still 1 Sea Turtle left alive, if I'm not mistaken. But here comes the Dark Green Army. 2 Obsidian statues, 1 Lich, 1 Crypt Lord, and a heck of a lot of ghouls. And they have been spotted there by the Archmage, battling down to the bottom of the map now. They're going to go towards the Goblin Merchant now. Right in the center, by the fast expansion, we have the TEG Bird's army with the Archmage, with the Death Knight, with the Mountain King, and his forces of Riflemen. He's dropped pretty much all of his footmen. I think he has 1 footman left, and gone for the Riflemen. As we look across to the center of the map, they're going to be met by a siege of ghouls. We're just going to charge up to that expansion. One of the ghouls takes a few shots, but not much, and the Riflemen and Sorcerers not able to do enough damage to anyone there to get the attention of the Lynch, or the Death Knight, or the Crypt Lord. All 3 of those heroes not really interested. This army is ghoul heavy. I have to say there aren't very many high-level units as I speak, though. In comes an Abomination to join the fight, taking down one of the Sea Turtles instantly. Another one of the Sea Turtles gets taken down. It's just a gargantuan Sea Turtle that is left alive. They move the Death Knight out of the battle zone, so the level goes to someone else. Down it goes. It's going to go to the Lynch, who's going to pick up that XP, almost up to level 3 now. I have to feel it's a bit of idle time here from TEG Bird. He's just waiting around his expansion, and we're really not 100% sure where he wants to move on to next. Now, he's going straight up to the north of the map slowly. They're going to come up once again head-to-head in the very center of the map. Neither team too interested in one another. Now the undead side of AGC Giacomo from Russia, no, from Czechoslovakia, taking it to this pink army of TEG Bird of Romania. Now it's right going on in the middle of the map. Reinforcements coming in from the base of the militia coming in from the middle of the base. We have spells going down. We have that we have the Crypt Lord taking some damage, moving away out to the back of the battle. We have the Abominations as well on the back of the battle, and the Lynch. We have that Death Knight right in the thick of things, and the Abomination is moving on in. We have some ghouls going to lend a hand through the battle. We also have some peasants just below who could militia up, but so far have not. Crypt Lord down about 50 HP, not too much, taking a bit of damage from the Archmage. Moving across into the center of it, we have a town portal, and are they going to press that town portal home? I don't think they are going to. The Mountain King almost up to level 3 here, but nothing more than that. As I back across, take a little look at how the 2 bases are doing. We have the Arcane Sanctum training up a Spellbreaker. We have no form of an Aviary up yet. We are still at keep stage here for TEG Bird of Romania. Looking back at the base of Giacomo, he's up, of course, to the 3rd level of Black Citadel. He's training up another Abomination. Taking a look around, he's also picked up a Graveyard. And, of course, the Tomb of Relics. As we look around, he's getting ready to move on out once again. He's getting his army set. He's moving it out. Lynch leading the battle. As they move out, they're going to make their way up towards the gold mine just north of their base. No, they're not. They're going to go straight through the middle of the base. Once again, near the expansion, where we have a Spellbreaker and we have a Rifleman waiting. It seems to be the rally point for the units that have been constructed. Are they going to meet the forces on head on, or is the Death Knight going to stop up at the tavern, stock up on his groceries, now making his way towards the expansion? Here they come, the ghouls are leading the attack here. As they do so, the Death Knight backs them up, as do the Obsidian Statues and the Abominations. They're undecided as to what they do. It's a Spellbreaker that's right in the center. We have a town portal being called, and here come the returning forces. They're going to chase them down, and out they go straight away. Town portal does its job, and it has scared off the Abominations and the heroes of Giacomo, who are luring them back to the center of the map, luring them to the tavern. Are they going to chase them, though? I don't believe they are. They're just going to wait around there, and as they do so, they're moving back. The Green Army of Giacomo, not 100% sure what they want to do. Now the fight is continuing right outside this tavern. The Crypt Lord taking damage. He seems to be the main victim here. And here comes the Death Knight as well. We have the Abomination going up against the Mountain King, who backs away from the battle, comes across to the Spellbreaker for help. The Lynch is also taking a heck of a lot of damage, down into the red, down to about 70 HP. Follow that Lynch down, seal the victory, and take down the highest leveling unit that he has. And that is not what is going to happen, because that Lynch is straight back up to about 575 HP. Moving up levels as well, out to level 3.5. Moving straight across, we have that Crypt Lord at level 2 and a bit. And straight in the middle of the thick of things, we have a Death Knight as well, the Archmage, level 4.5. We have a Mountain King in the thick of things as well, the Abomination as well. That level 2 Crypt Lord is taking a bit of a beating. The Lynch has now moved around to the south of the battle. We're losing Riflemen left, right, and center. The Ghouls, though, still there in force. We have about 6 of the Ghouls. Just 3 of the Riflemen. The Priest is taking damage as well right in the center of that. I mean, how unholy is that? Taking on a Priest, he shall curse you. And now it would appear that the Mountain King is going to retreat out of there. The Mountain King lost a lot of damage there, lost a lot of health there, and the Abomination is going to follow him out. We have 1 Sorceress left in there, taken down, and here comes the Death Knight as well. That pink army is going to move back around, retreat to the base. I mean, looking around the base, that army has been slaughtered, has taken a heck of a lot of damage. I mean, the hero of the Mountain King is down to about 130 HP, and as he does so, he's got following army of Riflemen and 2 Priests and 1 Water Elemental, which is just about to dissipate right now. Really, I'd like to see some Gryphon Averys pulled up. We do have a Huntsman right around there. In fact, that's a creep. And we are going to be upgrading right now to a castle, which is just about to be constructed. His economy is looking pretty sound, actually, up to about 600, 700 of each. But he really lacks the units. Now, looking across, we have militiaed up the peasants, and they're going to be launching themselves into battle right at the town hall of the expansion. The Abominations leading the charge in, challenging their ghouls to fight more, and it's going to be the Spellbreaker that's going to be answering every call that is made of him. It's going to be Archmage up against it. Some of the peasants have fallen, and as has the Mountain King, as the game crashed as well. Mountain King comes back. It looks like the Abomination is going to be moving on in. The Mountain King is down. The question is, can they keep that Archmage alive? Because if that Archmage falls, it is game, set, and match. The Abomination is chasing around the Archmage. They are going to secure the Archmage in. Oh no, they couldn't get the block in, and the Archmage is going to move out. Archmage does not have a town portal, so could not get out of there. And as they move around, the Ghoul is going to take some fire from one of the Water Elementals. The Abominations both in good stead. All 3 of them, in fact, in very good stead health-wise. The Death Knight down to about 160. Now they are retreating, though. The peasants are moving back in force. They are going to move back to the back to their job, back to get in the wood. Slowly they do that. We have got upgraded to the castle. We have got 3 militiaed up peasants here. Back they come, though. Here comes the Green Army of Giacomo, making his way around the Czechoslovakian. Going to try and finish this game off. Fire burning the souls of the lava spawns there, because we have got ourselves a Fire Lord here, right in the center of the map. As he moves across, the humans spawn themselves up a Fire Lord. A nice hero to have there, and as he continues, his lava spawns are doing some damage across the map. The Lich takes a lot of damage there, but still, to a mana though, still up at level 4 and a bit. Looking across, the Crypt Lord is in good shape. The Fire Lord, though, is down to 36 HP. The Fire Lord has been extinguished, as has the Mountain King, unless he's been revived in the meantime, and it's just the Archmage that is left alive. The Archmage is still intact at about 600 HP. As they move across, we have still got the Crypt Lord, we have still got the level 4 Lynch, and that Death Knight up and running. But that Death Knight is down to 90 HP, almost up to level 5 though, so want to keep that one alive. So important is that. Now, it looks like the pink army of Bird is just going to retreat back to their base. The question is, does Giacomo realize how weak the pink army is? I don't believe they do, and the peasants are going to come back to the base and do their job. Looking around, we have a sentry ward right in the middle of the map. The Giacomo is finally going to get the better of the expansion, and the pink army that comes straight back is going to fall. The Death Knight has finally fallen, though, for the first time. It has been close to falling all game, but the game is over. Bird has left the game. The pink army is out because the Archmage fell right on level 5, and Giacomo from Czechoslovakia has won this game here on Radio ITG at the World Cyber Games 2004. Bird's score was about 6,000 less, and it showed because there were just more units, more of the time, and that is a good game there. Very close to the end. Czechoslovakia coming out with the victory there, and coming up later for you, Warcraft 3 style here on Radio ITG. We have got the last game of the day that is going to be the Ukraine up against Denmark. We have Four Kings Cadge from Denmark going up against Hot Door of Ukraine. Thank you for tuning in to Radio ITG. We will be back later and switch over to the mainstream for the selection of the games.